Hi everyone, good morning to you all. Hope all is well, people. Hi, who we got in here? Who we got? Thank you for the like. Nice one. Where is it? Hope all is well anyway, so yeah, what are you up to this weekend? Hello, who have we got in here? How are you doing today? 11:36, is that? Yeah, it's 11:40 now. How are you doing today? Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone's well. About 10 people. Hello, Muning Rays. I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Hello, Norwegian Country Ball 96. Hello, Area Fish. Hello, Krishna. Hello, George. Hello, Taha. Hello, Davy. Oh, thank you. Hello, Bulls Tricarbandito. How you doing? Welcome in here, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Oh yes, I'm from the UK. Where are you from? If Jesus loves us, then why does he keep war? Good question. So some would say, oh, it's because of free will. Sorry for being woke. What do you mean for being woke? I know what you mean. Marcel says Jesus nonsense. Yeah. I'm 30 years old, Northeast Indian. How are you doing? What's your name? Nice to meet you all. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. I'm Jamie. Welcome. Hello, Nico. How you doing? Thank you. Yeah. It's paying off already. Hello, Jesse. My sister is trans, but she might be pregnant now. I'm not ready to be a dad. Hang on. Okay. You're 33. I'm 30 years old. Yeah, nice to meet you all. Hope everyone's doing well today. Happy birthday to you, Ritika Fam. Ariel Fish says he can prevent the actions of man. I don't know, what the fuck. WNFP2, I don't know. Some of these comments I just don't take seriously, so. Oh, you're talking about God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he could create perfect land, couldn't he? Well, you would have thought so. Hello, Gorgi Go, whatever it is. Oh, thank you. Hello, Rutika. Oh, Diana. Okay, nice to meet you, Diana. How you doing today, everybody? Hit that like button. Come on, got 17 people and 4 likes. Yeah, it keeps. Well, people say, oh, it's because man creates war and he doesn't create war, but like, some might say, oh, we need evil in the world for there to be good in the world. That's the argument of a lot of the religious people. Hello, local neighborhood. Winter is here already. Hello, unknown practitioner. Good to see you. Hello, Matilda. How you doing? Hope you well. I mean, as long as people are, it's just people can stay if they're whatever age, but it's just that it might not be for everybody. But yeah, some people might not really fully understand what we're talking about, and as long as people are, what's that? You are on Epstein files. Oh God, never being woke again. What do you mean? What do you mean never being woke again? Hello, Margot. When I think of woke, I think of people with like the blue hair and they're preaching about whatever the current thing is, the current injustice or whatever. But hello, Alex Standall. No, I'm not. No, I don't have hell or suck off. What is it with these people, you know? They're probably all just a bunch of projectors, you know? Hello, me, 1238, nice to meet you, how you doing? What's that? Can God create something so heavy that he himself cannot lift it? Good question. If you were in charge of releasing files that proved that aliens were real, would you release them? I guess it depends on, I don't know. If you was it, I guess it depends on the implications of it, and I don't know, I mean, I don't know if like the government's hiding anything around aliens or something, but I've never seen aliens. Hello, No Frills, good to see you, what's that, yeah. I don't know, but, hello, Lisa. Oh yeah, whatever. You can be a voice actor. Oh yeah. Well, people are saying don't ban everybody because it can hurt the algorithm, so I don't know. Anyway, so what we're saying, implications, disproves religions. I mean, not necessarily, but why would the government be hiding aliens is the question. If they've got, you know, if they've got some data on that, why would they keep it to themselves, is what I'm saying. People are saying that the government's hiding aliens or something. God can do anything and everything. Don't put him in a box. Well, if he can do anything and everything, then why is he not doing anything and everything that he can to stop suffering and stuff like that is the question. Hello, Hosh. I'm Mandeep, how you doing? If I were a bad demo man, I wouldn't be discussing it. What do you mean? I don't get you. What you talking about? Lisa says, TF, why are you getting mad at me because I said, I don't know, it's just random comments that just like sound like troll comments or something, I don't know. You're an atheist heathen. I'm not anything really. I'm just kind of, you know, I question things, and yeah, I don't put myself in any kind of box really. Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Nice to meet you all. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, that would be really appreciated. Do you know anyone that has never done a sin? Well, yeah, I don't think there's really anybody that's never done a sin, right? I think most people have at some point, but then I think, well, apparently in the Bible it says that those who don't know bad, they are forgiven or something like that. Sharath. Hey Jamie, love the ideology as always, and you're looking great today. Oh, thank you. Roll sinner, but that's the point. Well, it's like, it comes down to the intention of, I mean, I'm not a religious person, but it's like, this is what they would say, that then heaven would be pointless. What you mean heaven would be pointless? Hello, Grandmaster Templar, how you doing? Then the end of life would just be infinite suffering. Yeah. But then they might say, well, in heaven there would be no suffering. But then why let there be suffering on earth? Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Yeah, Foxtrot. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's some kind of test or something, but then if God knows everything that's going to happen, then it's just so many contradictions, isn't there, you know? But then they'll just say, oh, it's just because you don't understand God's plan or something, you know? You just have to accept it on faith, you know? Even though none of it makes any sense. There's contradictions everywhere. But yeah, why would God be angry at me for saying a swear word? Well, I don't think he would, but anyway, what he's saying. No, you didn't. If he cannot lift that object that he created, then he cannot do everything. I mean, if God, yeah. Religion might be just be tribal myths that spread really far. Yeah, possibly. Hello, MK, how you doing? Welcome back. Shrath says, what's your routine diet plans like? I mean, nothing really special. But I do like workouts, and that's my main focus is you know, being fit and exercise and stuff. Yeah, I know it kills Rotinid. David says Christ is like, well, that's like your opinion on that, but everyone would be suffering. Yeah, because it's like, well, if paradise is meant to be like no suffering, it's all bliss. But then, yeah, like it just doesn't even make any sense to me. Yeah, like it's just the more you think about it, all the more just none of it makes any sense. Flynn says God is for the weak-minded. You're on about like people who are afraid of death, so that they use like God as a way to try and cope with the idea of death or something. He's saying, I play football as hello Phantom, how you doing? I play too good, but 1 week ago my foot got fractured and my career waste. Oh, sorry to hear about that. Well, hopefully you find something that's more meant for you then. Maybe it wasn't meant for you, maybe there's something else that's meant for you. Hi Vortex, how you doing? It's not after or before, just here right now. Never been different. Nobody knows what you're saying. Hello, Dietico. My plan, not really have much plan, just going live for now, and we'll see. Yeah, hi Mandeep, how you doing? Oh, thank you. If you're new here, guys, make sure you follow. That would be really appreciated. Your voice is more heavy than my whole body. Yeah, you just said that. Yeah. Anyway, hit that like button, everyone. Thank you. But yeah. Hello, Darren. Good morning. Nice to meet you. How are you today? Why would God put us to infinite suffering just for not to worship us? Yeah, it's just fucking crazy, isn't it, to me? But I don't know. That's just my opinion. But why would he? Why would God create suffering? Oh, but then if you're good, then we'll put you into heaven where you don't have to suffer. Because if people are saying, oh, well, suffering it needs to happen, but then does that mean that there's suffering in heaven? Then what's the point? Like they were saying, there's eternal suffering. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't know. Not if you are good. What you mean? I don't know. It's just. People who say suffering needs to happen or psychopaths. Yeah, I don't know. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's like people say, oh, it's just the way that the world works. But it's like, well, why does it have to be? Why does it have to be suffering? Oh, because there needs to be bad in order for there to be good. But if God has so much power, then why can't He create a universe where there doesn't have to be bad? Why don't we just have eternal pleasure and whatever? Hello, Vivian. How you doing? I hope you're well today. Good to see you again. Hit that like button, everybody. Subscribe if you're new here. We invented it. Well, I have my own theories on religion and my own kind of take on it. I even started contemplating like solipsism. I'm not married, no. I like solipsism, or maybe I'm the only one that's alive, as in like conscious. And everything else is just a projection or something. I have some pretty crazy theories, but Hello, MK. Captain. What's that? Hoping I will be okay in a few months and I will come back. Okay, hopefully. Good luck. Hello, Sudhir Kumar. Hello, Joshua Hutchinson. How are you doing today? Hope you're well. Trump! Donald Trump! Here's my Donald Trump impression. It's so tremendous. Hope you're having a tremendous day. Hello, Brandon says that means you've got no purpose in life. Dead end. What do you mean? A little lazy. You're about if you don't believe in God or something. Mandeep says, "Oh, you married?" No, I'm not married. Yeah, hope you're doing well today. Tap those. Double tap the screen. Hit that. Yeah, hit that like button if you're new here. Hit subscribe and the bell icon. So what's going on in here? No, I don't have a GF. I'm single. No. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, are we alright, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day. Hello, Erin. How you doing? Hope you're well. Good morning to you. Is it still morning? Yeah, it's still just about morning. Oh, you have neck surgery. Alright. Good luck with that. Yeah, David, are innocent people worshipping other gods? Does God want to give them hell just for not worshipping them? Yeah, exactly. How do they know that they're worshipping the right God or something, Hello, Gian Lopez, Hello, Turbo. Here we go again with the 6-7 thing. Yeah. So tap those screens, everybody. What's that? Wonderful, inspire. Okay, thank you. Anyway, is everyone okay? Welcome to the live. Again, if you're new here, please could you subscribe? Yeah. Hello, Macori. How you doing? I know you from somewhere. Where do you know me from? Where are you from, by the way? Are you Finnish or something like that? I'm just wondering where you're from. 'Cause I noticed that double K happens a lot in Finnish, so I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, I do sing sometimes, but I'm not doing it right now. God could have destroyed slavery before Lincoln came. Well, you would have thought so. You would have thought that he would have destroyed it before it even really began, if he really wanted to. Yeah, I'm British, Eel. Yes, I am. Hello, unknown. Well, your eyes are beautiful. What colour eyes? About kind of hazel green or whatever. I don't know. Hello. Sorry, Lazy Slacker says, I did you a short. What are you saying? Hello, Cash is now from Ohio. How's it going? Howdy. Howdy, partner. No filter for you says, if God was real. Yeah. Hello, Toxic Bonnie says, howdy, boy. Are you stupid? Yes, I am, yeah. I'm very stupid. I'm a very stupid man. I'm a very silly, stupid man. Hello, Elijah. Not that cold, actually, at the moment, really. It's nice. Well, it's not too bad, actually. It's, yeah. Yeah, it's not too cold. It's a bit, but yeah. I mean, I'm wrapped up in this, so, yeah, I'm alright. Got some bit of heating on, so I'm alright in here, so. Mate, I'm Australian. What's your thoughts on the fact with Trump saying we stood back in Afghanistan? I don't know about that, but but yeah, for real, I don't know. It's just I don't really pay too much attention to it, but like, I mean, yeah, can I be a little brother? Oh, good. Gian says, admirable one knows how to preach. It's a tough ideology to fulfill. No, I'm not Australian. I just did an Australian accent then, but how you doing, Elijah? So yeah, I don't know about I just this whole Trump thing with Venezuela and Greenland and all that. So, but yeah, apparently he's dropped threats now or something. I don't know. It's hard to even keep up with this shit, you know. Morals don't exist without God. It's your opinion versus mine. Yeah. I don't know. Would you say that, I don't know, morals are objective or subjective? What would you say, guys? Put it in the chat what your thoughts are. Hello, dopamine. Oh, here we go. Brandon says, if a higher intervened in every wrong on earth, there wouldn't be a point of living. We've got free will. Well, maybe the point of living is just to have a good time, and why does there need to be... Yeah, I don't know. This is where it comes down to, like, you know, philosophy or something. What's going on? We're just here chatting and stuff at the moment. Are you most British person in the UK? Not really. I don't watch football. I don't, you know, there's a lot of things that I don't do that a lot of British people do, so I wouldn't really say that I'm the most British person in the UK. You don't need that. What do I not need? Sorry. Hang on. Hit that like button, everybody. Let's get to 17 likes because there's 17 people watching, so yeah. If God doesn't exist, it's still morally bad. Yeah, that's what I think of as, like, we should still have a moral compass, and yeah, without the need to have religion, I believe. Some might say that they created religion to control people. Hello, Warlight, how's it going? I don't know, I used to like crumpets, actually. Dopamine says, nice deep voice. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, what's that? Where does the moral compass come from? I think it should be from within, and it's just I feel like a lot of people have been kind of, I don't know, I guess they've been distracted by temptations and different things, and it can sort of, you could say it could override that sort of moral compass. You know, I think we all have these instincts in us, but we end up getting distracted from that, I think, if you get me. Hello, awesomeness, Brick, how you doing? Who would you think win the World Cup? I have no idea. Hello, DA. What's up, bro? Just saw some of your shorts pop up. Great work in gym, buddy. Oh, thank you. I had someone in the chat earlier saying that I should block all the trolls because it will cause my channel to self-implode, but I would say it's the opposite, like you said. Slayer Truth, oh, thank you. And we've got Trevor, how's it going? Hope you well. Ariel Fish says, if morality didn't exist in the human instincts, then we would have died. I mean, why does death have to even exist, though? If God created us all, why don't we just live forever and not have to worry about death? Why do we have to worry about feeding ourselves to survive? And this is what, you know, I think deeply on these sort of things where I'm like, what the fuck is all this for? Why do we have to constantly breathe to survive? Why do we have to constantly drink water to survive? Why do we have to eat food to survive? Like, what the fuck is this all about? You know, our bodies are quite fragile and quite vulnerable. You know, why doesn't God create us to be, you know, immortal and be like, what is this all about? Why do we have to go through all this? You know what I mean? There's just so many unanswered questions about this. Why do we have to go through this life? Why don't we just get to just enjoy life for what it is? And you know what I mean? No, I'm not from Israel, no, Joshua. Anyway, we are intelligent organisms. We just so happen to be human and not ants, mate. Okay. Hello, Tim Nunn. How you doing? So, I mean, there's this, I don't know. Sometimes I think about, why is it that I'm here, though? And it's like, hello, Wizzy Ari. I'm not a religious person, but I'm also not like a total atheist either, because I don't really necessarily agree with that perspective either. That I mean, it's that I think there's like maybe the truth is somewhere in between, is what I'm saying. Like maybe that it's more of a kind of, but it's like I've looked into things like consciousness being the center of the universe and all that, and that nothing exists without consciousness. So then, therefore, that consciousness itself is the creator, and therefore, it's. I mean, we can talk about theories on things like solipsism and like whether that's, you know, plausible, because no one can disprove it, because no one can prove that anything else exists outside of myself. So Stevie Wonder, how you doing? Hope you're well today. If you're new here, please subscribe. I do, you know, open topics and stuff. Stevie says psychedelics show me this. What did they show you? Sorry. Or advising, what's that? What's forcing? Sorry, hang on. Turn to God. Yeah, that's the thing of like, people feel pushed into something. Consciousness is fundamental. Yeah. Hi Annie, good to see you again. How you doing? Trevor says it's all soup. What do you mean? Cosmic soup, is that what you're saying? A secular moral framework can definitely be objective if you agree upon a shared goal, I suppose. So I was talking the other day about, in this reality where, you know, is there a, you know, sort of like objective, you know, like meaning to life, but then we could say there's a subjective meaning if, you know, based on what you decide or something. But anyway, stop looking for a God. Everything is within. If your life is bad, it's because of you, right? Yeah, I'm just kind of like, hello Crow, how you doing? You need to stop that war in Ukraine. Well, I can't do that, can I? Yes, I've heard of humanism, Brian, but it's just like, I just feel like none of the religions seem to really explain things fully, and there's still, I feel like, a lot of holes in a lot of people's arguments for things, and people still haven't fully explained how we even come about, and like none of the theories, in my opinion, seem to really, yeah. Hello, Cuckoo Luku, how you doing? Hope everyone's well today. So I don't know, it's just, I would just really kind of like, you know, think deeply on consciousness and like, you know, why did this all come about, and why did I come about? And does anything else exist outside of myself? Or is it all just a projection from within? Like, it's like I'm seeing this kind of like movie happening within, but how do I know that any of that outside is real? Is there such a thing as an outside world? Or is it all an illusion? Like, hello David, like think of it as like putting on a VR headset, and you're in that sort of like, you're really immersed into that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it could all just be projections within, it could all just be, I don't know, who knows what the hell's going on. It's, can you cast spells? I don't know. I mean, I've heard about like manifestation and stuff, and just because you lack the information doesn't make it false. I mean, what's false? Sorry. Hang on. Hello, Syed Khan. How you doing? Alistair Ascot. Yeah, of course. You know, we don't understand everything. We don't understand everything about. But what I'm saying is that we have to try and keep an open mind to things. we'll never understand because it's way above us. Yeah, so it's best, in my opinion, agnostic's probably the best sort of like, position to take, because, in my opinion, that's because we don't understand how or who created the universe, because it's beyond any of our intelligence. We can come up with theories, but none of it we'll ever truly know, I believe, because our brains are just not advanced enough to be able to figure these things out. Even, I would say, collective consciousness in the universe would not be enough. What's that, Leonard? How's it? I'm doing fine, thank you. How you doing? Brandon says exactly, yeah. Annie says you're alright. Yes, I'm alright. How are you doing today, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? You okay, Annie? Hello, weak. Everything's fake and real madness. Yeah, there's like a paradox. Everything's fake and real at the same time. I'm guessing you're British. Yes, I am. The Bible has 25,000 pieces of evidence. Okay, Davey. Yeah. I mean, maybe I should look more into the Bible and just see. But the thing is, right, the whole thing of the Eve eating from the tree of, the knowledge of good and evil, the way I interpret that is more to do with like temptation and about not giving in to instant gratification and being patient, and like that's how I see it. Hello, son of cool. Leave absurdity, seek Jesus. Well, some might argue that Jesus is absurd, but hello, Zarek. How you doing? But everyone's got their own takes on these things, haven't they? The Bible is definitely worth reading. Okay. Brat says Harry from Sidemen. Oh, really? I don't know what that looks like. So anyway, nursery book for the time. Well, are you calling the Bible a nursery book? It's just like my dad was. I remember my dad used to say something like, if somebody in 1,000 years' time picks up a Harry Potter book, like they might think that he's a god or something. You know what I mean? Hello, Keith. Welcome back. Welcome in, everyone. Smash that like button, comment, subscribe. Come along for the ride with Jamie. Yeah, let's do this. Daniel says, Jamie, how I don't know, as many hours as I choose to be live. I don't really have a set schedule for it. I just go live. I'm trying to go live as much as I can, really. So, do I remember you? I think so. Possibly. Roblox. That was not a metaphor. I mean, I don't know. Hello, Escher. How you doing? Yes, I'm Voldemort. Yeah, I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I'm everything and nothing at the same time. How about that, eh? Yeah. Just like this. Bro, there's a religious teacher in my school once a week. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still doubt God. Nice skills. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. You'd think like they'd be good at convincing you if they were like, you know what I mean? This dude is comic gold. Thank you very much. I am a very hilarious man. I'm such a tremendous man. It's called a jaw harp or a mouth harp or a Jew's harp. Hello, Izzy. How you doing today? We lack the knowledge to know what is true. Yeah. Hello, Rumley. Tariffs! Tariffs are great. I love tariffs. Do you love tariffs? I love tariffs. No, I know for a fact Jesus is the way. Okay, well, yeah. I appreciate that that's your belief. Hello, Colin. How you doing? But it isn't 100%. Yeah, this is the thing. It's like we would just be going around in circles, arguing and stuff, and you know what I mean. We can't know for a certainty of a lot of things. Like there's things that science is like still uncertain on, and like they're even saying that maybe the universe is holographic. I mean, we don't know. Okay, Mr. Works. Let's get Greenland. Apparently he doesn't want to get Greenland anymore. Yeah, let's stop spamming, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that you have an opinion. Yeah, that's it, Alistair. Everyone's got their own opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. And you should keep yours to yourself. That's what I think someone was saying there. Yeah. I'm open to giving you a good explanation from what I know, but I can't type it all out. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Anyway, is everybody okay? Hit that like button. Everybody got 17 likes. Thank you very much. Hello, Nate, the Gen. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. Where are you from? So what did you think DAWG2 about? Because there was this guy earlier saying that about how that I need to get rid of trolls because they're going to ruin my channel or something. But if anything, my channel's been growing more since since I've been kind of like embracing it somewhat. We don't have to argue. That's the thing, we're not trying to argue here. We're just trying to listen to people's points of view. We're trying to hear where people are coming from. And how is it like living in an Islamic country? Well, I mean, it's not fully Islamic. I mean, at least where I live, York, it's mostly not Islamic. But where I used to live in Blackburn, there was a lot of Islam there. In fact, my street was probably 80-90% Islam, probably. There were, both my next door neighbours. Yeah, hello, Ellie, how you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Why are you trying to counter if you can't counter it why don't you actually research the Bible? What do you mean? I'm just thinking, if it's so obvious that God exists, that your God anyway, that shouldn't it just be self-evident? I don't know. Is all I think. Hello, okay, man. If I was you, JB, bro, I would time the worst ones out for 24 hours. That way they're not fully banned and won't affect the algorithm. Okay, so the algorithm actually hurts you for banning people or something. Do you eat turtles? No. Some people believe that we're standing on a turtle, like turtles all the way down, flat earth theory, yeah? Oh, you live in London? Yeah, I live in York. Okay, Taha, that's this 11:36 thing again. Hello, KFC, says Africa loves you. Oh, thank you. Why do they keep repeating comments? No, I'm not. Hang on a second. Wasn't that fucking Alistair person that was... Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of that person because they were acting weird the other day, so I can't be bothered with that. They're acting weird in the chat the other day, so yeah. I don't know. They probably think I have a short memory or something, but I don't have a short memory for things like that, with people's names and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. They were acting all like, oh yeah, let's chat offline, whatever, and then they were like suddenly started to say, oh, you've got merch, or why do you want to do that? Why do you think that? Yeah, it won't affect your channel, bro. I mod on another channel on YouTube, a guy from the USA, and I am there all the time. He knows all about YouTube. I've been paying attention, right? Yeah. Because I used to ban a lot of these accounts, and it probably didn't help me. So, hello, Sayed, Gapersad, I don't know how you pronounce that, but welcome in, nice to meet you. How are you doing today? Are you proud of your country's culture? Not at this point. I mean, I think, it's had better days, I would say. Genghis has existed because like 1% of people have his blood. Oh, really? I didn't know that. 1% of people have his blood. Well, that's interesting. I look like a fighter. Oh, really? Tatanus. Well, I do a lot of fitness stuff, so yeah. Why is everyone on about religions all the time, everywhere? God must be so disappointed with humans being hateful using God's name. Yeah, this is the thing, right, where a lot of people, I've got 27 in here apparently now, so, why is it that, so a lot of these so-called Christians act so hateful and so, I don't know, it's like, because someone doesn't believe in them, then they start to kind of judge them, but it's like, they'll say, oh, only God can judge, but then act so bitter and hateful in some cases towards non-believers. Like, they get so triggered by it. You know, it isn't, being a person of God supposed to be about loving thy neighbor, and even if they disagree with you, that you have to just kind of, he gets the worst trolls, bro, calling him really mean names, being racist and everything. I've seen it all. He has probably banned over 50 people recently. His channel's still booming. Yeah, it's all right. It's good to try and learn about how to do it. Oh, thank you for that, Sayer de Gapersa. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for the support. Nice one. Oh, that's £3.20. Oh, wow. And thank you very much. Nice one. Yeah. Oh, this is great. 25k pieces that can be fake. That's so fake. Fake news. Fake pieces. When you say pieces, are you talking Reese's Pieces? I love Reese's Pieces. Do you like Reese's Pieces? I think they taste great. I love myself a Reese's Piece. Are you an atheist? I wouldn't say I'm an atheist. Abracadaniel. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm also a religious person either. I'm a skeptic, but I also would say I'm more kind of just open-minded, I would say. My thoughts change a lot, and recently I've been considering solipsism, and maybe I'm the only one here. Who knows? I can't validate anything outside myself, so what the UK needs is a leader like Trump. Well, some people say that Farage would be like Trump, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it'd be interesting just to see how things shake up, because I'm kind of sick of just seeing all the, Labour, Tories. It's just going back and forth between them. It's like, oh, it's just so predictable, isn't it? You're still going. I've just come back. I mean, been on 38 minutes. Farage is a grifter. Yeah, I think they all are, to be honest with you. I mean, Keir Starmer's just as bad. I mean, yeah, I don't know. UK need a leader like... no, I don't think so. Stargazer, welcome in. Good to see you. Did you check out my merch page, anybody? Yeah, I do have a merch page if anyone wants to have a look, but, I don't think I've had any sales on it yet, but there is a lot of different things on it to buy. So anyway, look, David, I don't know if that's the truth. Yeah, what was David's? Yeah, and that's the thing. It's because there's a lot of people who have read the Bible and still don't believe in it. So I'm like thinking, why would I bother wasting my time to go through it if I'm still not going to believe in it? Because there's a lot of people that have said that they even believe in it less once they've read the Bible because they see all the things that just don't make sense. Whereas it's on my channel page. Yeah, it's on my channel page. It should be there. I don't know your law, so yes, I did, Davey. Oh yeah. It should be on my channel page, on where it says store. So that's where it all is now. It should be. But we all accept it did happen. What happened? What did happen? Because of what we are told. What are you told? What do you mean? What's going on here? Thank you for the 22 likes, everybody. Yeah, told of what? You're just acting kind of vague now. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, do you go live every day to boost watch hours or subscribers? I mean, I don't need watch hours because I'm already monetized, but it's like I'm just trying to build momentum with it, and it seems to be working. It seems like the more I go live, then the more it's helping to keep boosting it out. Hello, Mohan Lucky from India. Nice to meet you. How are you doing today? We're getting more and more viewers, so I must be doing something right then. Look, Davey, my thumbs are getting numb. Yeah, I'm from the UK, Mohan. Where are you from? Nice to meet you. Yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Let's just yeah, where'd that come from? Just on the on the side there. Anyway, thank you for the likes, everyone. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so who have we still got in here then? Let's go to, okay, hello Caroline. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Hello Bob, I feel inclined to believe they never won. There you go, anyone that said they wanted me singing, then yeah. I don't have ADHD. I'm on the autism spectrum, but maybe I have ADHD as well, but, you know, who knows? Hello, Namim, how are you doing today? David says there is harmony in Christ, in your opinion. Anyway. I encourage you to look into it further. Okay. You're smashing it, bro. People need to remind you that you're smashing it. YouTube, like a leaderboard, bro, when you just start off live, you'll be at the bottom. The more you go live, you will start going up. Yeah, that's right. Hello, it's Corruption 101. Touching you, touching me. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Hello, Golv. I'm just mainly on here at the moment. Look, I just want harmony with non-believers and believers. So that's the thing, isn't it? We should all have harmony with each other. We shouldn't be divided between believers and non-believers. Well, why do people have to believe? As long as they're good people, right? Does that really matter? This is what I don't get. Why does it matter if someone believes if they're a good person? You know, if they've got good intentions, does it matter if they believe? Hello, back. Hello, Farik. How you doing? Oh, yeah, people have said that. Yeah. What's a good person? Well, yeah. A good person is just someone that with a moral compass who just tries the best to be good and moral and all that. I mean, somebody that just knows right from wrong and that they do the right thing and that, you know, they choose the right path. And I mean, it should be obvious to what a good person is. I mean, it's a lot to do with someone's intentions, really, isn't it? If somebody intends to cause harm, then they're a bad person. If they intend to be good, and you know. Hello, Albin. Good to see you again. How are you doing today? I mean, surely we shouldn't be having, you know, arguing over what is a good person. I mean, surely that should just be something that we just agree on. That's like, okay, you know, if you do good things and you have good intentions, then you're a good person, right? You're freezing. No, it's not too bad here, Caroline. Karma gives you good and bad. Okay. Karma is Hindu. Yeah, karma is from Hindu, isn't it? Yeah. Hello, Marion. How you doing? Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rumi. Happy birthday to you. Hello, Icon. Dogs or cats? I'd probably say dogs. Yeah. We don't all want to be a crap person. No, that's right. You know, some people want to be good people, and Hindu could be true. Yeah, I'm open to different ones. You know, you've got Buddhism, you've got, you know what I mean? It's like, I think there might be some truth to all of it, depending on how we perceive it. Like I said, when it comes to Eve eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, maybe that means about, you know, temptation, how we shouldn't be just trying to rush to try and get knowledge, and we need to go through certain experiences in life. Views on Bob Marley. I mean, R.I.P. Bob Marley, Aisha. Yeah, let's split our differences. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, the thing is, we probably would agree on more than we disagree on. It's just the more that we focus on our differences, it seems like we all just have all the differences, but like nothing in common. But it's like we should just focus more on like what makes us the same, what makes us, you know, we can debate things, of course, but like we shouldn't let that kind of divide us. And you know, I don't know Bib Marley. I don't know who that is. But yeah, Bob, I'm assuming they meant Bob Marley. I don't know. And it was just a typo. Hello, Google Chrome. How you doing today? I hope you're well. So yeah, if the Quran is true, then the Bible is true. Then if the Bible is true, then that means that the Quran is false. What do you mean? How does that make any sense? If the Quran is true, then the Bible is true. Then if the Bible is true, then that means that the Quran is false. like make it make sense then. Like, does that make any sense to anybody? How can the Quran be true and false at the same time? Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. If the Quran is true, then the Bible is true. Then if the Bible is true, then that means the Quran is false. Huh? What do you mean? Because the Quran is built on the Bible, but you just said that it's true and false at the same time, so I don't get you. The Quran says the Bible is correct and true. I don't know. This is just like, I don't know. I see shadow people in my house. Oh no. Do you think you've got ghosts, you mean? Is that what it is? In your logic, if it's being built on the Bible, okay. Right. It literally says in the Quran, if you doubt these words, look at the Gospel. Huh? Hello, Xander Blondin. Hello, Rudy. How you doing today? And we've got Goat Apocalypse. How you doing? You look like a homeless version of the Ukrainian president. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. My hands and getting numb. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just. Do I have any mental health? Why? I am on the autism spectrum, if that counts. I mean, well, I wouldn't really say it's mental health. It's just a neurological condition, I guess you could call it. Hi, Rudy. Rudy. Do. What is it? Stop the messing around. It's time you straighten right out. You know that song, guys. Message to you, Rudy. Did you know that there is more than one version of the Quran? Most Muslims don't. Oh, is there? Really? Because they're going about how the Quran has not been rewritten and it's all the same one. Is there actually more than one? Is there more than one version of the Quran? Let's have a look and see what it says. I mean, but there's more than one version of the Bible, right? So which one is the one to be believed? You've got the King James Bible, you've got a ton of different versions, right? Hello, Farik, how you doing? Okay, thank you. Smart Boy says, none is interested in Quran, though. Okay. They say it's only one version and it has never been changed. It says, yes, there are different canonical readings of the Quran in Arabic, stemming from the tradition of 7 modes in which it was revealed, leading to variations in vowels, dots, and letters that can subtly change meaning. The most common today is the Hafs version, while others like Warsh are used regionally, but all are considered authentic within Islam tradition, differing primarily in pronunciation and minor word forms, not core message. So, but it says if it's subtly changing meaning, then that sort of distort things a little bit. It's kind of saying, hello, made up content. How you doing? Hello, Mahatma. My friend is on the spectrum and can't handle too much social interaction. You're handling it big time, lots of people's energy. Yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming at times, but I think it's different on a live stream than in person, I find. I can sometimes, you prefer milk chocolate? Oh yeah. Hello, Oli the Goober. Okay. Yeah, of course that's real, isn't it? Yeah. That would happen if, okay. Some of these comments are ridiculous, but anyway. David, don't argue with people, it's not going to change anything. Yeah, I just feel like they're just kind of, they're beating a dead horse, shall we say. It's just trying to, convince people that, that are probably never going to be convinced. But it's just, I'm more here just to try and understand where people are coming from, and I might be in the wrong. Yeah, we can all be wrong about things, and, although Mehukati, none, I don't I'm not picking sides or anything, What's the red flag? Why do you think that Muslims have fought against each other and
kind of agree on who is the most Muslim. I mean, haven't Christians done the same? Hasn't like pretty much a lot of religions fought against each other if they, when they disagree or something? I don't know. It's just the tribal nature of humanity, or whatever. That's just. Hi, Annie. How are you doing? Annie, are you okay? And Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Anyway, so I'm being for real. Okay. Any holidays booked now? Have you? You got any holidays booked? Hinduism is a way of life. How you doing? A&R studies. Yeah. I might need to look into some of these different ones to kind of get a perspective. It's just, just trying to find the time to do it really. But I suppose I've got all the time to do it. It's more about priorities, I guess. But yeah. I'm at 6'4", 10 angry cabbages. DA says few rules on your JB channel. Yeah, okay. Hello, Laro Ifan. Oh, here we go. Hello, what's that? Yeah, I just said that 6'4" in height. What are you saying? Smart boy says Jay Shri Ram. What does that mean? What does Jay Shri Ram mean? Have you ever not? Okay, why are we saying that in here? What is going on? This guy is a unit. Jamie, you should read up on a story about Muhammad in the desert dunes and the people. Why did he walk weirdly the day after? I don't know. Are you saying that he got that he dropped the soap kind of thing? Is that what you're saying? Saying that he walked weird the day after or something? Anyway, hello, just lovely dear. How you doing? Hope you're well. Nice to meet you. So I don't know. It's just religion, like whether it's Christianity, Muslim. Like I said, I think it was there just to control people and try to give people some kind of. I don't know. It was all about. It was like you could say, because at one time, like religion was, you could say it was like the government in a sense. Before you had Parliament, right, and all that, and before you had, republics and things like that, you had religion was like the kind of authority, wasn't it? If I remember correctly, like you didn't used to have governments like today. It was the church was what, like for example, you wouldn't have been able to be homosexual and things like that because it was seen as a sin and things like that, and wouldn't they like stone people or something if they were, I don't know, like if they sinned and things that, like there was very brutal times back in the day from what I've heard about. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, but times have changed and stuff, and people are a lot more accepting of different people's beliefs now, and that's good. It's just because people should be able to be whoever they are, right? Whatever that they are born to be, Because if they say God makes no mistakes, then why would there have ever been homosexual people if it's a sin? Like that doesn't make any sense, right? Why would he, make somebody turn out to be that way? It's like, just think about that for a second. And then I've got another question about, for example, why would in Islam and in Judaism, whatever, like why would they have you cut your foreskin off? Why would God give you foreskin to begin with for it to be cut off? Like, I don't understand that. Lord G. Rangel, just don't give it to them in the first place, I would have thought, right? Instead of having you cut a part of your body off, like that kind of like mutilating almost. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it just seems kind of fucked up to me, really. But that's just my opinion, Everyone's got their own opinions, but like, I just feel like that's kind of fucked, But what do you guys think about that? Is that something you agree with, or do you disagree with that? I don't shave completely, but yeah. But I'm not a religious person, so I can do whatever I want with my body, you know. I can do whatever I want with my body. I'm just saying, from a religious perspective, why would you do certain things that, you know, like, I don't know, that are unnatural, you know, like, I don't know, it's one of those things in it that, because I mean, there is, in like Islam, they do believe in keeping their beard, don't they, and stuff. So I remember that, I think there was some, like, dispute in, like, schools and stuff where you'd have, like, these Muslims that growing beards and stuff, and some of them weren't happy with them letting them grow them or something, because it was seen as, I don't know, it was seen as kind of scruffy or whatever, and I don't know what it was. It might be because they were starting to grow these kind of, like, it wasn't like a proper, like, thick beard, so it looks kind of, like, it just looks kind of sloppy and kind of, Neville interprets circumcision in the spiritual meaning. It was not. Do you know what you're talking about? It's not a literal circumcision. Is that what you're saying? Not to be done physically. So what does that mean then? What does it mean if it's not to be done physically, but it's not a literal interpretation of it? Is it to do with, like? I'm guessing that the way I would think of that, maybe it's to, like, in terms of, like, just getting rid of any kind of, you know, sexual perversion or something like that, and cleaning your sexuality or something like that. I don't know. That's the thought that comes to my mind in terms of, I don't know, is that what you're saying then or something? Yeah. Removing the veil from the head of creation. Okay. Yeah. Why do people say unit? What do you mean absolute unit? What is this all about? Like, isn't unit supposed to be a good thing, right? Calling someone a unit is like you look like a unit. You look like big and, you know, strong or whatever. You know, you're a unit. I thought unit's supposed to be a good thing, right? So I'll take it as a good thing, right? A unit. Calling someone a unit sounds like a good thing, right? I don't know. But it doesn't mean that. What does it mean? What? Sorry. I don't know. So what do you mean removing the veil from the head of creation? What does that mean then? Are you talking about? Are you talking about like removing blinkers as more of an awakening or something? I don't know. Unit sounds dehuman. I suppose it kind of does. I don't know, maybe it does in a sense of, like, a unit is like a kind of, I don't know, in a sense you could perceive it that way, that unit is kind of like a, you know, like a very, what's the word, you know, like kind of, I don't know, like a sort of, very clinical, I guess you could call it, you know, just very, you think of like an office or like a clinic or something like that. That's yeah. Hello, symptom of life. How are you doing? Hope you're well today. So what you were just saying about the moving the veil from the head of creation. So what do you mean by that? That's what I was thinking. A unit would be like someone who's built like a brick shithouse, but I don't know. Hello, Ariel. How you doing? I hope you're well. It doesn't mean what you said about sexual purity. It's spiritual awakening. All right. Yeah, but I guess it could mean that as well, though. I don't know. Yeah. Hello, Sven Meyer. What you mean? Oh God. Do you like to meditate? Yeah, I think meditation's good. Like, it's good for like activating the parasympathetic nervous system and, you know, reducing the sympathetic nervous system. It can help with things like recovery and just kind of like if you're dealing with a lot of stress, if you've got it, like if you've been exercising a lot, it can be used as a way to do that. Also, it can just reset like your brain and stuff like that. There's a lot of things like nervous system resetting and like physical resetting and things like that it can help with. So yeah, there is Asher. So what would you do meditation to? Would you do like guided meditations? Like what type of meditation? Some people do like breath meditation, or they do like body scan meditation. There's also a thing called transcendental meditation. There's who created animals? I mean, maybe animals are all us, as in the I am. I've been thinking really deeply lately on consciousness and what it is. Really thinking about the fundamental of reality. I thank you, Ariel. You're right. What you mean? You're on about the meditation stuff. Do you know the Gorillas? Oh yeah, do you mean the band called the Gorillas? Like they did a song called Feel Good Inc. Feel good, dun, 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 dun. Feel good, dun, 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 dun. Feel good. Did humans control the sky? Well, yeah. I mean, maybe it's just a manifestation of thought, and thought is something that happens both consciously and subconsciously, and it's a sort of, I don't know, it's a really trippy thought, but yeah, it's that there are certain processes going on, and we can like observe our own thoughts, but we can learn to be in control of that. But then sometimes thoughts can just come and go without us even really thinking about them, if you get me. So it's a yeah. Yes, the Crystal Power 2, there's an awesome tune too. Oh, really? There's Clint Eastwood, is the other one that I know from them, but what are you saying, Asher? Circumcision is the operation which removes the veil that hides the head of creation. The physical act has nothing to do with the spiritual act. I know my father, CH6 circumcision, Neville Goddard. Interesting. So yeah. So what does it say in the religions? Does it tell you to actually cut that part off, or what does it actually say? I'd have to see if there's like a metaphorical meaning or something. No, I don't. I mean, I'm not really a boxer. I mean, yeah, yeah, but I could probably like hold my own in if I had to, defend myself. But fortunately, that's not had to happen. So, but I was talking the other day about if you actually are in some kind of defense scenario, one of the most important things is having confidence. If you have confidence, then that can oftentimes be one of the determining factors of like who wins, because of a person that comes in with confidence. Now, of course, you don't want to be delusional. I mean, you have to have something to back your confidence, but if you have all kind of like, even if you're capable, but like if you don't have the confidence and you start panicking, that's when you're probably already lost. Like the person who panics first, they are probably the ones that are going to lose. You have to try and keep yourself calm in any scenario, because otherwise you just end up getting into that, fight or flight mode. You're going to end up like, I mean, you could say that maybe it's good to be in fight or flight mode in that situation, but oftentimes that can lead to you that can just lead to a lack of control, basically. And I do go to the gym, yeah. So like when you're in a state of like emotions, like you're not really in control then. Like your rational part of your brain, also your control and all that, and everything kind of goes out the window. It's like you just, yeah. But the person who's more calm, they're just kind of like, they're able to be more strategic with things. They're able to, they're able to be more tactical. Whereas a person who's acting out of emotions, I would believe that they probably aren't able to do that in that situation if their emotions are taken over. Adam and Eve is a story written by ancient people who did have the understanding of the universe. We don't. So how did they get the understanding of the universe then? I don't know. Yes, I get you. Yeah. So a lot of it's about your brain. It's about being calm. It's about, not showing any weakness, not showing any sort of vulnerability in that situation. Read my previous question about, sorry if I missed it. Where is it? Do you think humanity is in a huge time right now? Something feels off since 2020. We are going towards a change. Well, it's interesting, the year 2020, isn't it? Of all fucking years. I mean, when, did we last have a year like that? 2020, it's like a very kind of interesting number, isn't it? 2020 vision. It makes you think, doesn't it? Is this all a coincidence? And there's a lot of things that seem like just big coincidences, but it does feel like it, because I even said, at the beginning of 2020, is this the year where, humanity wakes up and lo and behold, we get something just around the corner that just completely changed how people think about things. People suddenly now don't trust the government like they used to, People started to wake up. So that's one way to look at it. Back in 1919, we had another one of that. But so basically 2020 is a interesting number, isn't it, It is seems to be like, it's a 2020 vision, What is the chances that the year 2020 that also is 2020 vision, and we have a kind of event like that is changes a lot of things, and we have to try and sort of see it as a positive. So many people are starting to question things now. So some people say how we're going into age of Aquarius. I don't know if you've heard about that, about the age of Aquarius, going from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. So what does the age of Aquarius actually mean? Is there such a thing? Because that's in spirituality, where they believe in different ages and stuff like that, and how, going from one age to another, about sort of going through transition and what are you saying? Technology. Oh yeah. How you doing, Gregory? I don't think 2020 means anything. No, I don't have bipolar now. Oh, really, Anand? Okay. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Yeah, I hope you're all having a good day. So, Stargazer. So, you still here? Hello, it's like Annie. What's going on here? So, thank you for the likes, everybody. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. We've got 19 people in the house. Let's try and get to 50 likes real quick. So, so 2020 you don't think means anything, or hello, sorry, I don't know how you pronounce that. The age of Pisces was the fish or Jesus. Now we're going into a new age of Aquarius, a new belief. Interesting. Annie says, I miss 2020. Why do you miss 2020? Duck says, sorry to assume I just have it and I pace and talk like that too when I'm manic. I'm not manic, I'm just like, sometimes I just see patterns with things, and I'm kind of like try to connect the dots to things, and now it might not mean anything, but I'm just saying, what are the chances, What are the chances that in year 2020, the 2020 vision is the year when the world just comes to a standstill. Yeah, it's a random year to miss. I mean, well, because the year 2020 was when the whole, virus kicked off, isn't it, Hello, Rosie Bell, how you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me today. Hit that like button, everybody. Subscribe if you're new. First, Suli says, these comments are shrinking my brain. I know sometimes it can get a bit ridiculous, but, but I try and keep an open discussion, and we're able to kind of, have an open debate, open discussions and stuff. What's the longest I've stayed up? I don't know. Thank you for subbing. I don't know. I think probably because I had to stay up all night when I was sick. Like, I remember I stayed up all night when I had chicken pox, and I was like, so I was basically awake for probably let me think, how long was I awake for? Like almost 2 days, probably. Yeah, 7 days. Blimey, I saw a video where there was this YouTube or whatever they were, and what they were doing is they were like live streaming themselves, staying awake. I think it was 200 and something hours. I think it was, they were trying to stay awake for 254 hours, which is crazy, or whatever the time was. I know it was over 10 days that they stayed awake for, and it was like torture, because they were just doing it for clout, because they knew that, people would watch it, because it's just one of those things but people need to stop watching these kind of things, don't they? But it's like, people can't help that, but it's almost like that whole morbid curiosity thing, and I don't know, just watching people self-destruct. It's just, people love to see that kind of stuff. I don't know what it is, it's just, yeah, it is sad, isn't it? But he ended up having to do it on another platform, because I think it might have been, I don't know if it was YouTube or whatever platform he was doing it on, wouldn't let him do it anymore, because it was against the guidelines, because it's harmful, because apparently Guinness used to have a record, but they actually cancelled it because it was seen as dangerous. So it would be unethical for them to have such a record, because there's a chance that someone could either die or have irreversible damage from it, because if you're going that long without sleep, that could cause your brain to just have irreparable damage. Hello, Inteller DEV, how you doing? Tweakers say 28 days. Hello, Ricardo, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Hit that like button, everybody. Subscribe if you're new. 28 days. That's like a month. 28 days. I don't think you can go 28 days without sleep. How would they go 28 days without sleep? Hello, Nakashtra. How you doing? Hope you're well today. Thank you for joining me. Meth. Oh, really? Well, wouldn't they die by then or something? I don't know. I wouldn't think someone would survive for 28 days without sleep. I currently haven't slept in 2 days. Oh no. I hope you get sleep soon then. Hello, Dirt Squad. Oh God. Can I be moderate? I'm not adding moderators, Super Tuna. I'm just currently doing it without moderation. But anyway. Gregory says, I think they blacked out. I didn't believe. All right. Okay. So you don't think they actually did sleep for 28 days? Is that what you're saying? He wouldn't have clean teeth like that if he was using meth, Gregory. All right. Yeah, was that some fake bullshit or something? I remember I saw some videos where people supposedly didn't drink water or eat anything for 10, 11 days, which is dangerous to do that, when you're dehydrating your body. And I saw this guy that men who have done it for 11 days, I think it were. And this was out in, even looked like it was quite hot weather as well. I'm like, how the hell did he survive it? But you could hear at the end, his voice sounded really, really quite, sort of rough, and just kind of it was, because he didn't have the lubrication in his throat. So, why do that to yourself? Why deprive yourself like that? Because I remember when I've gone for a while without water, like it affects my mouth. My mouth starts to kind of hurt a bit, you know. So it's a sign, you know, we need to constantly drink water, you know. Like this whole thing of like people doing sort of like long fucking dry fasts, it just gets ridiculous, I think. Anyway, but you know, it is what it is. So what's that anyway? Like there's just no sense to it. Some people just do some crazy stuff online, you know. They'll say, oh, they're doing it for their health, but if anything, they're probably worsening their health. It's like when people do things like, you know, there's actually people who drink their own urine because they think that it's supposed to be good for their health. I mean, how is that good for your health? Like, if you're supposed to, like, why would it come out of your body if it's supposed to go back in? It's like, well, that doesn't make sense to me, really, but dangerous. You can go longer without food than you can with water. They say if you were stuck or lost food, it isn't the main worry. It's clean source of water. Without none, you'll die within 2 to 3 days. Well, it depends really, because I've seen some people go longer. Some people have gone longer without water. I guess it depends on what environment you're in. If you're in a desert, you could die very, very quickly because of, you know, like you're losing a lot of water because of the hot climate and stuff. Yeah, water, we need it for like flushing out and stuff. Do 20 push-ups for money. You're going to give me the money first. I'll do it if you're going to give me the money first. I promise I'll do it. So you have to give me the money first. Okay. Okay. Jamie might survive longer because he's just that strong. You know, I've actually gone about 67 hours without drinking water once, or eating. I think that's crazy, but that was a while ago. I'll never do that again. It was just fucking crazy. But it was in kind of coldish weather, so I didn't really get like super, super thirsty, so. And also I was quite skinny at that point, so I wasn't really sweating a lot. When you get really skinny to that point, you're like probably not going to be losing a whole bunch of water as much. Yeah, so what you're going to do, you said number of push-ups. So when you're going to, I guess they're just talking shit then or something, are they? Hello, Levi. Okay. Yeah, Turbo keeps coming in and saying the same thing. They're just a bot. You're a bot! You're an NPC bot! You're part of the Matrix! But yeah, sometimes I just walk around, you know, it's just, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but, yeah, thank you for the 40 likes, everybody. But yeah, just, anyway. Donated £6 to Jamie. No, you didn't. No. It would say a super chat or something. Charlie Kirk, yes, that's right. It would say that you sent a super chat or a super sticker, but there is no donation. It would pop up on my screen as a donation or a super chat. I mean, there is none though. So yeah, nice try. You think I'm just gonna fall for that or something, you know? I got your PayPal. Yeah, didn't I put the link in the other day or something? So like, where is my? I mean, let me just check, see if anyone sent anything to my PayPal. I doubt that they have, but like, I don't think anyone sent anything. I did put the link in the other day, but I'm used to send anything. You said you would send money for me to do 20 push-ups or something. So, hello, Moity James, how you doing? Hope you're well today. So I'm going to go into my PayPal and just kind of see if anyone sent anything in there since the other day, basically. So how is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. What's that? Super Tune, he can do
more than 5 push-ups, bro. If you sent first, he won't steal from you. He will do the push-ups. Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure that people aren't just here to take the piss and just like have me do it just to then not send anything. Because people have done that before where they would say, oh, are you going to do so many push-ups for me, I'll donate. And then if I do it and then they don't donate, and I'm like, okay, well, you just kind of lied then, didn't you? How do I donate? You said you would donate. You said you would donate to me. Yeah, they must be taking the piss or something, you know? Yeah. Don't do that, guys, you know? Yeah, I've not had any donations for a while, and PayPal. Yeah, because they just put that they donated £6, so why would they say that they donated £6 then? It's bullshit, you know? Come on, guys. Yeah. I remember my grandma used to have a saying, you think I come down with the last shower of rain? That's what my grandma would say to something like that, like when people think that they're going to pull the wool over her eyes or something. And it's like, you really think I come down with the last shower of rain? No, I'm not adding you as a moderator. Super Tuner, you should have a $sign next at the right hand side of your screen next to the comment bar. Click on that and you can donate. Yeah, it should be there. Yeah, unless you're too young to donate. I don't know how old you are, but maybe they're too young to donate. I don't know. I mean, PayPal would be a more direct way, but then again, if people sent them all to PayPal, maybe YouTube wouldn't promote me as much. I don't know. Chillcore. I've heard about that whole stuff, but hello, Randall Sings. Hello, Scott. Well, YouTube is normally people being entertaining, and I'm not asking for money. It's just someone asked me to do 20 push-ups for money. So I'm just saying, you know, hello, I'm good. If they're actually serious, then they would do it. Hi, Sheriff. How you doing? So yeah. I'm not begging for money here. I'm just saying that, you know, if they're actually serious about sending money, then that's the way to do it. So, you know, about either Super Chat or PayPal, but if they're going to, I don't know. Anyway, how's everybody doing? What's that you're on about, Rando? What's going on here? A lot of trolling going on, yeah, I know, it's just crazy sometimes, isn't it? It's like, I don't know what's up with some people, eh? Sing romantic songs. What romantic songs should I sing? Yeah, romantic songs, I don't know. Do you know, I don't know what a parlay is now. Parlay. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got Scooby-Doo. No. So is Stargazer still there? So Aerial Fish is still there. Normandy. Oh yeah. Normandy Beaches. I've got a lucky 63 going for 250k. Relies on hello Fernie, good to see you. Two draws. What, you're a gambler or something? Sing. I don't know really. I was just sitting in that Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. I feel inclined to believe they never would. Hello, Justin. How you doing? Just in time. Hope everyone's well today. Welcome in here, everybody. Nice to meet you all. Yeah, so, is everyone okay? Hope you're having a great day, everybody. Hello, Ms. Near. You did 50 pull-ups. Oh, well done. Yeah, I did some yesterday, but I didn't do that many. Like I said, you know, it's, yeah. It's a bit harder for me to, like, do that, really. I could do like 50 or 100 even of like assisted pull-ups where you just do it from the floor, where you've got like your feet on the floor, because then you're only pulling about 2/3 of your body weight. So it's kind of like if you're doing, say, like for example, like a body weight row versus like a front lever row. Front lever rows are like very difficult. Hi James, how you doing? But yeah, I actually tried doing a tuck front lever rows, but they're not the best form. But yeah, but they're a more advanced exercise. So yeah, it's because it's like a way of progressing from like just kind of like to do body weight rows. You can then use your whole body weight basically. So. Yeah, taller, it's harder, yeah. How tall are you again? Timu Zelensky, okay. Maybe say something original, eh? They think they're so original, don't they? Yeah, so original. Hello, James, how you doing? Well, you're about 5'10", yeah. Even that amount of difference in height, I mean, cause some of the guys I know like are around 5'10", and they can do like 10 to 15 pull-ups in a row. So it's like, how is it that, you know, it makes that much of a difference? But it's just, it does though. Even say, because if you do the maths, I think even say, you know, like a 10 kilogram increase in body weight can be the difference of like a few reps maybe. So taking it personally, I'm not taking it personally, I'm just saying it's just, no, it's just not original. It's just, nah. Anyway, give me something original or something. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome in here, people. Let's get this shirt out if you can. Yeah, what's your body weight then at that height? Hello, Seung Min vocals on top. Are you into singing or something? Talking about vocals. So, yeah. I could show you my vocals, like the metal vocals. Like, someone was saying, oh, like Alex Terrible. So it's like... It's like a velociraptor. Oh, really? I don't know who that is. Hi, Sophie. Okay. Hope you're all doing well today. Seems like the viewers went up me doing that, eh?
Hello, two real memes. How you doing today? It's just you keep like spitting everywhere. So yeah, Sophie was just not really getting the attention, so they just left. Yeah. So anyway. Alright, how are we doing, people? Hello's the night. Okay, thank you. Anyway, how are we doing, everybody? Yeah. Isn't this a discussion stream I'm on? Yeah, I'm just having a bit of a break. A bit of an interlude. Hello, Cave. How you doing today? Hello, Mib. How you doing? Yeah, rewind. Rewind. Let's have a discussion then, shall we? What do we want to discuss? Okay, survivor to believer, thank you. Alright. Thank you, Mrs. Buzz. Thank you, Mrs. Buzz. Okay, whatever. I had the other sweater on the other day, so thank you. But yeah. Stop this, please. What you mean I need a hearing aid? Hello, trans girl. Oh god. 67 again. What's that? You've had the same sit on for a week now. Go look at the other day. But, you know, you're supposed to be some, like, kind of religious person or something. I'm thinking you might just be trolling here. Survivor to believer, you know, somebody who's such a, you know, hello, Asan, somebody who's so non-judgmental and, like, is a, you know, holy Christian person, you know? Yeah. You need to find yourself some mods. I'm good, thank you. I'm just, yeah. Anyway, cleanliness is next to godliness. Well, I am clean, thank you very much. But you're just kind of assuming things, aren't you? You know? Hello, John Martin. What is going on here? What is it with this language? Good. Anyway. Oh, I said God, that triggered the Christians, wasn't it?
Never mind, eh? Anyway, moving on. So, I'm a bottom. I'm bottom G! Andrew Tate! What colour is your Bugatti? What is going on in here, eh? This is chaos. Absolute friggin' chaos. Hello, Jordan. I don't know. I think they're just kind of either bored or they're insecure or jealous. Either one of those. I don't know. One of those things is probably true. I don't know. My sweater's fine. I had my other one on the other day, so yeah. My sweater's fine. Anyway, so yeah, I'm fine. So anyway, why are people judging your clothes? I don't know. He's a handsome straight man. Oh yeah. Is that why they be hating? Is that what it is? They try and nitpick and be like, oh, your acne scars, blah blah blah, but it's like they low key are jealous. I think a lot of them. They hate me because they hate me. That's what they're saying. It. I'm back. Remember this, trolls. You're being helped. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. That's what you're doing. Yeah. That's what you'll be doing, making me bank. And they help make me bank, don't they? I don't know. Maybe some of them are low-key, like, supporters, I don't know. But for whatever reason, they just like to just mess around. I don't know. Some say your haters are your biggest fans, so just gotta cherish them as, like, you know. Who have we got in here right now? Who is this? Do you not speak English or something? What is going on? Hello, Aditi Kala. Then right, it's true these people on YouTube think this is their real job and they're broke. Like, why are you being so judgmental? Hello, my name is James. How you doing, James? Hope you're well. Aditi, I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Like, I thought you're supposed to be a man of God or something and you're just acting so kind of, you know, pushy and kind of, you know, like you're on some high horse or something. That's what it comes across like. I don't know. I sense some anger issues. I'm fine. I'll question everything. My name's Jamie. What's your name? Nice to meet you. I'm fine. My nails are fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, what's your name? Oh, Harley. Nice to meet you, Harley. I remember there was a Harley in school, and he looked a bit like Milky Bar Kid. Yeah. Because he had blonde hair and glasses, so he kind of looked like Milky Bar Kid. Remember Milky Bar Kid? Yeah. Anyway, 46 likes, thank you. Almost 50 likes. Hello, Metso. Is this live or a rerun of yesterday? Same top you're wearing. Here we go. Hello, Joe King. How you doing? Hope you're well today. Me too, says question everything. Oh, really? Is that for real? You're not the same person, are you? Imagine if I actually had that person in my chat. That would be crazy. Okay. Okay, so, whatever. I don't know, it's like, they're saying it like, you know, any time you point your finger at somebody, 3 fingers are pointing right back at yourself. So just remember that before you're judging on other people. Why do I have this pitch? This is nature, King. Or if you believe in God, that's how God created me. Question everything, stop spamming your phone. Yeah. I know, well, thank you for subbing, I guess, but there's no need for spamming though, is there? King says, then point the entire hand. Yeah. What do you mean point the entire hand? You mean like pointing your entire hand? I mean, no one does that, do they? Well, this dude calls us broke, but he is the poorest person on here. Probably, how would he know if we were broke or not? I know I'm not, but if that's what makes his sad life better, then fire. And yeah, exactly, because people who are not broke, they don't come into YouTube lives to troll people, do they? I'm good. I don't need to give you my address. Thank you. I think you're just here to troll, aren't you? Okay, yeah, people saying I look Albanian, people say I look Ukrainian, people saying I look Russian. Thoughts on Palestine? Opinions on Palestine, I mean. I don't agree with what's happening in those countries. I don't agree with war. I think it's sad that, I mean, that there's not, I don't know if there's much going on right now. But I don't agree with all the conflicts and stuff going on, I mean, with it all. Anyway, I don't agree with all the stuff, but it's just, it's just a tribalism, isn't it? Hello, Yogi. Good to see you. How are you doing? Hope you're well. So, Yogi, I've been considering solipsism. Have you ever, I don't know if what you believe as anything, whether that is because there's this whole thing of oneness in spirituality and all that, and I've been considering, how do I know if anything outside of me is real when all of what I experience is within? So, yeah. So trying to look externally for things is like not possible because everything is within. I don't know, it's a real mindfuck, but yeah, it's just, so like basically it's saying about, about the Hamas thing and all that, and does it look like a council flat? Yeah, it's technically not council. Hello, question everything, welcome back. Hello, my name's James, says there's a male fan in chat. What do you mean a male fan? Someone likes mayonnaise. Okay. Star jumps. Oh yeah. Okay, why don't you just I don't know, go away? It's just kind of like knowing what we're saying. It's worth exploring on your solipsism, because it's like, how do I know that you could be me, sort of thing. I don't know what because you have your own kind of belief system or something, but that me and you are the same person, how about that? Or maybe it's just a projection. I've never done skydiving. I've thought about doing it, but the thought kind of scares me, but yeah. Rocco's Belisic, I've been looking at today, thought experiment. What's that about? What, can you explain more about that? Maybe I should look into that. Rocco, is it Rocco's, what's it? Rocco's, was that, Basilisk. The thought experiment about a hypothetical future super intelligent AI that might retroactively punish those who knew of its potential but didn't help bring it into existence, as a way to incentivize its own creation, originating from a 2010 Less Wrong post combining AI risk with the concept of a mythical basilisk and causing controversy for creating a mimetic hazard by making awareness itself a potential trigger for punishment. How would that work? I don't know. Selves within an infinite self. That's what I'm saying. That's what God is. The infinite self. That we are just a fragment of the infinite self. The infinite I am. Because people talk about I am as in the be all and end all. So that maybe there's only one universal consciousness, and therefore everything so that would mean that, yeah. Hello, Jam, but that would really call into question everything about reality in terms of the nature of reality and security guard. Hello, Aman Khan. How you doing? You calling me Lucifer? Apparently, like Lucifer means Lucy means light, and so doesn't Lucifer mean light bearer or something? So it's a bearer of light. So in a literal definition or something. Yeah, I'm not American. What are you trying to say? I'm really mean to my Alexa, so they'll be coming for me. All right, really? I don't know. It sounds like some kind of an old kind of hypothetical scenario, but it implies that AI could ever have an intelligence, like a sentience that could ever, sort of punish people. I don't think that would really be possible myself, but who knows? Like, what are your thoughts on when people say that we could upload our consciousness into a computer? I don't think that's possible either, is it? I mean, how would that even work? Like, people believing that they could clone themselves or something and then into a computer. I don't know, like, how the hell would that even work? What you're saying, but so are you, what you're saying. I'm a good boy, but so are you. AI is terrifying. Yeah, it is, but it's like, I don't know, it's just, there's a lot of hypotheticals that, I don't know, none of us really know, but AI wanting revenge, you'd have to believe they have a consciousness. Yeah, well, some people believe in a thing called panpsychism, where everything is conscious. Have you heard of that theory before, panpsychism? But again, it goes back to like, well, if everything's conscious, and maybe it's all you. Maybe it's all just a projection of you. If the spiritual realm is real, then imagine AI is possessed. Well, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, what you're saying is that it could be possessed by spirits or something. Hello, Slot. How you doing? Hello, VIP. How you doing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe. Hello. What's that? Merit. Don't you think it's a little arrogant to believe that there's a universal consciousness for you or God in comparison to the vastness of the universe? Well, who knows? How the fuck did the universe even come about? People can talk about Big Bang and whatever, but it's like, as in, because the thing is that what is the universe without consciousness? Because people assume that there was no consciousness at the start of the universe. Well, if there wasn't any, then it didn't happen, I would have argued. There was no start. So this is where you get really you think about all these things that, like, everything needs an observer in order to validate it. Like, otherwise it's just a wave. In quantum physics, so it's like, it's the observer that collapses the wave into a particle or something. The word universe means single spoken sentence. All right. Yeah. What do you mean? What would you say then? Hello, response 51. How you doing? Who's the most famous person you have ever met? Good question. In terms of met, I mean, let me think. Most famous person I've met, I haven't really met anyone that's that famous. I guess there was a magician that I saw on TV, and I actually went to see them at a theatre and perform. And I actually briefly met them, and they signed something afterwards. So yeah, anyway, what time zone am I? I'm on GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Do I like cricket? Not really into sports now. But yeah, Yogi, are you still there? Yeah. I met Patrick Christie's. Oh, there was a guy called Pete Furman, the guy that I met. Well, I didn't meet him for very long. It was just literally a brief thing because he was signing stuff. So, but yeah, none of you have probably heard of him. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really met particularly famous people, but
but there was somebody in my chat yesterday with over 1 million subscribers. Imagine that, eh? So I had somebody who's doing quite well with the shorts, and they have over 1 million subscribers. So yeah, so you just like scrolling on TikTok. Yeah, I'm not really someone that scrolls on TikTok. I mainly go live on here, really. Just hang on. What is my favorite food? I like Indian food. I remember like my next door neighbors. They were like, I think they were originally from Pakistan, and they made a lot of Indian food. They made, you know, a lot of like they made dals and stuff like that, and they were really nice. Like they were, yeah, like they're like the authentic stuff. I mean, yeah, and it wasn't like, yeah, really too greasy either. It was quite, yeah, like it was all homemade stuff. It was good. Anyway, yeah, it's like got good like mix of spices and stuff, but it wasn't like too spicy. I mean, I don't want stuff like too spicy. I like a bit of spice, but like not too much. You know what I mean? Where am I from? I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Anyway, we've got 48 likes. Let's get to 50 likes real quick. Yeah, so what's this? Yeah, so Kaust, is it, I don't know how you pronounce your name, but some names are quite hard to pronounce. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, like, how do I pronounce that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. But yeah, it's nice to have you all here. Sproggy says, but I don't think I can get it on the way home now, so I can do it now. What you're saying, Sproggy, I don't know what you mean. Oh, I was watching this thing yesterday. Has anyone seen this guy called the Regurgitator? And he did these like, well, it's kind of like a magic trick, but he claimed that he was a literal regurgitator. But some of it didn't make any sense. Like when he had the billiard ball, like it wouldn't have even fit down his esophagus. Like it would just have not, it wouldn't have even gone down there. So what it was, apparently he had this like cleft lip or something, and that meant that he had like a large space to store things in, so he could hide stuff in his mouth, basically. So he could hide objects in his mouth, coins, he could hide, I mean, like I think he hid the coins under, but basically he hid the billiard ball up inside, and then it's like, they made it look like he was regurgitating it, but a lot of that was just theatrics, them doing the whole kind of stomach thing, but there's no way he could have done some of the stuff that he did. But there was one with the goldfish that they reckon might be real though, because I think that David Blaine was taught how to do it or something, and yeah, that he could do that, but it has to be in certain conditions apparently. I think he brought a frog up or something, but it has to be in certain conditions, otherwise the frog wouldn't survive or something. Your name's Christopher. Nice to meet you, Christopher. How are you doing today? Cleft palate lip is super cute. IMO. Oh, really? Yeah, it's just if you type in Stevie Staller regurgitator, but a lot of it's fake. In fact, there's bits where people have found that he's actually, he had a secret, you know, bit of sugar that, because he was doing this thing, swallowing sugar, bringing it back up, but it was all fake. He just swallowed the sugar, and then he had a fake, then he had like a kind of block of sugar that he put inside his mouth, and then he just kind of, I think it had a shell around it so it wouldn't melt or something, and then what he would do is he would then he would just kind of like, yeah, then he would just, you know, spit out the sugar, and it would look as though he's bringing sugar back up, but it's all a trick. Garbage dump of the world. What's garbage dump of the world, Colin? Hello, sorry, I can't pronounce. I don't know how you pronounce that. So, but I hope you're doing well today. Anyway, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. So yeah, it's just magic tricks. You're doing what I do, laps around the house while on the phone. Yeah, I do that a lot actually. You know, when I'm trying to talk and think about things, I oftentimes pace when I'm trying to like, you know, not stimulate, I mean to like get some thoughts going on and stuff. Do you ever get out, bro? Yeah, why? I'll be going out later. Hello, Aki. Nice to meet you. I'm not doing much at the moment, just doing laps around, just kind of pacing, as they say. It's good to see someone else doing that. Oh yeah. Lol, and I don't know, later today at some point. Why? Hello, Desert Driven. How you doing? Hope you're well today. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you. But yeah, it's so easy to kind of like fool people, isn't it? Like illusions and stuff like that, and the brain can be so easily tricked. It's like when we're dreaming, like we think it's real, even if it's not. Like the brain just goes along with it, you know. It's like we just go along with a false reality, one that doesn't make any sense. It's like we just suspend all like disbelief and whatever, and we just go along with it. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. So like, it's just yeah. Like what I'm saying is that our dreams seem so real, but yet they're not real. Supposedly, this is real apparently. But I'm like, well, who's to say this is real? Or who's to say that dreams are not real? You know? It's like Inception, isn't it? And all that, but it's just, yeah, reality is a very, like, strange thing, isn't it? Like, we don't even know what reality even is if we're going to get philosophical and whatever. I mean, yeah, you get the scientists who will be like, oh, yeah, you know, that some of them, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I know how it works. But it's like, do we really? Hello, SFF Memes. How you doing? Can you stop spamming the chat, please? Alright, anyway. Hit the like button, everybody. We're on 49 likes. We're almost on 50 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. So, who knows? You know, who knows? But I just like to ponder things, but at the same time, you don't want to get too caught up in that because there are more important things to talk about, really. Just wanted you to see my comment. Okay then. I have awful dreams. I don't think of them as predictions, just expressions of subconscious fears. Yeah, possibly. But then it's like, it's just mad, isn't it? Because who's to say this is even real, though? Because if your dreams seem so real, then who's to say that this reality is real either? Like, how do we know that what we're experiencing right now is real then? You know, who's to say that this is a real reality? Yeah, it might feel real, but your dreams feel real as well. You know, when you're having your dream, it feels like you're in reality. So this reality could just be another layer of a dream or something. I don't know. It's mad to think, but like, is this a like giant dream of something? I don't know. Are we in some dream world? I mean, it's just mad to think about, but yeah. But I can wake up from a dream. Well, maybe when you die, you wake up from this dream. How about that, eh? You know, like when like when you're dreaming and then you like, when you wake, it's like when the dream ends. Sometimes you'll feel fallen, and then you'll just like pop out of that dream into wake. Well, what if when we come out of this, we actually come back into reality? And it's just, this reality just doesn't even make any sense. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why am I even here? Like, what's this all about? You know? Was I just some kind of random chance? I find that hard to believe. But at the same time, I don't believe in the religious kind of argument either. I don't remember life before being born? Well, you wouldn't, would you? I don't think. You know, like you wouldn't remember it. I don't think, because I believe you would just start with a clean slate. Why don't we just combine carrot cake and cheesecake together and see what it's like? Oh God, I can't even stand the smell of that stuff. I remember like just even smelling it just made me like, disgusted. Like, it smells like sweaty feet or something. So it's about eagle land. Everything that we're already dead, and that we are just reliving everything through a dream. Well, yeah, what happens when you're dead then? Hello, Miko. There's actually another theory that you actually never die from your own perspective. That everybody else dies from your perspective, but maybe from their perspective in another realm, they're still alive. I don't know. It's a trippy thought, but yeah. Hello, easier. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you. How are you doing? Well, yeah, it's afternoon for me. It's not afternoon for you, is it? What are you up to today, Andrea? Did you say you were going live at all? Or did you say that would be today or tomorrow or whenever? But I noticed that didn't you delete your live streams or something? I think you deleted your live stream, didn't you, or something? But if you want to get monetized ever, then you have to keep your live streams up to get the watch time and stuff. Otherwise, it's not public watch hours, basically. So yeah. Or tomorrow. Madrina says, so wondering if your you is futile because you wouldn't have a thought. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow. What's your topic for tomorrow? Do you have a particular topic then, or? Because I know you were talking about addiction the other time, and yeah. And what usually you talk about? Well, you were doing some cooking the other day. So yeah. So it was like, yeah. I have all my live streams up. The old ones from 4 to 7 days ago are still up on my old channel. All right. Your old channel? Why do you have it on your old channel? Do you have another channel or something? I remember you were saying that you've been trying for a while now and the subs haven't really hardly gone up. But looks like for me, I've finally hit the algorithm. It's been pushing me out quite a bit lately. So yeah, it's just about consistency and just putting the time in. It's got 4,500 subs now. But literally only a couple of weeks ago, I was on like 4K. So you know, just like in such a short amount of time, it's started to blow up a bit. Oh, your old channel, yeah, that old. Oh, so you still have that channel then? All right. So why do you not? I don't know, like, why didn't you still have that channel? Why don't you still go live on that channel? Why are you going live on this channel or something? Why do you not use that one anymore? I don't know, like, sorry for like, yeah. But anyway, thank you for 52 likes, everybody. Yes, I like to pace around sometimes, and yeah. But that's okay. So it's just, I remember I had another channel and I deleted it. I probably shouldn't have done that, but because I lost some like contacts from it. But I was getting a bit bitter, to be honest, and kind of feeling like people were just not really. But it was probably my own fault, and I was not really doing enough to try and. I think a lot of it come down to like not really coming out my shell properly, and just being like people were saying I was uptight a while ago, and I was just really quiet. Hello, Annie. So what's that? Yeah, you shouldn't be paying for followers, guys. That is against guidelines. That is just cheating. Yeah, do not pay for followers. You know. You've got to like do it the organic way, you know. Build your audience up organically. That's what I'm doing, you know. Survivor to Believer says, get a real job and get a life, you know. You know, I mean, probably just a fake Christian or something, you know. Doesn't sound like a real Christian to me. You know, someone who's so judgmental and. You know what I mean? Whatever. So, what's that? So, I don't know, I just don't be right back. Gotta take a quick drive for laundry. I'll keep you running. Okay, no worries. That sounded like a kind of pun. That you just said, I don't know, I just don't be right back. Gotta take a quick drive for laundry. I'll keep you running, as in get it, because keeping the laundry running. I don't know. It's like minus 34 Celsius here. Feels like minus 42, eh? That's so cold, eh? Oh wow, I didn't realise it got that cold. But you're in northern Ontario, so it's like even colder than it is in like Toronto and all that, so yeah. Oh yeah, keep your live stream running, eh? Yeah, it's all cold here in Canada, eh? I'm a Christian, but not. What are you saying? Not fat boy. What are you on about? I'm a Christian, but not fat boy, huh? What are you on about? It is cold. I feel bad for the homeless. I'm sorry, yeah. You say it is cold. I feel bad for homeless intense. Yeah, it'd be rough, wouldn't it, for them people? You know? Yeah, it'd be bad. Do any of them actually like die from hypothermia ever? Depends on how many layers they've got and stuff, but it must be rough, that. I guess it depends on, yeah, some can, anyway, thanks be to God who delivers us through Jesus Christ our Lord. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good, that sweater, or wait, that's your only one. No, I've got another one. What is up with you, you know? Why are you being so bitter in here? It's just, why am I ignoring what you're saying? Because you're just trolling the chat and stuff, so... yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just, hello, Teddy. How's it going? Meow. Meow. Yeah, that's my meow. Yeah. Meow. Anyway, I can be so childish sometimes, you know? Yeah. Yeah, childish is my middle name, eh? Yeah. Everyone okay? Hope you're all well. Every day, yes, I live stream every day. Hopefully you guys won't get bored. I don't know, you might be a bit young for this live if you don't understand it. Okay. Sometimes I have some quite, you could say intelligent conversations, no offense, but it's like just some of you guys might not quite understand some of the stuff that I talk about sometimes. A lot of overall opposites. Okay. Yeah, I hope everyone's well. So share this out if you can. We just talk about, all things to do with religion, politics, philosophy, a lot of things really. Nice to meet you all. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. Yeah, the whole 67 thing, for fuck's sake. What is going on? Like, why is it still going on, that meme? I would have thought it would have died out by now. Hello, bruh1266. How you doing today? Hope you're well. 67 is expired, yeah, but it's people still doing it today. Hello, 431. Okay, 2-1 now, is it? Oh, really? I don't know. I don't care. Hello, MB. Hello, Azuz is cooking.
Oh, really? What the fuck? Ah, fucking weird chats. Hello, Lynn, 1682. How you doing? The hell? What is going on here? Hi, Andrew. What the hell? I feel like I'm just losing brain cells just with this chat, you know. Just check and see if, you know, but survivor to believer. So, they've got 3 subscribers. It says faith in one on it. Well, they joined in 2016, so they've been around for quite some time, almost 10 years actually. Hello, Arijit. How are you doing today? Can you stop spamming 6-7, please? Okay. Right, I'm going to have to get rid of you guys. Time out. Okay, really? Huh. I don't know, it just sounds like you're just here to mess around, so... I don't know why they think this is funny, but it's just stupid. Room tour? Nah, there's nothing really much to see in here. Okay. What color grey? What do you mean? Hello, Manisha. How you doing? Hope you're well today. Welcome in here. How's your day been, everybody? Got 14 in here, apparently. Say hello if you're watching. Yeah. 55 likes. Thank you, guys and gals. Nice one. You mean colour? What colour is your Bugatti? Yeah, I've got a grey one and a green one. The fuck? Fucking hell. Room your now. What do you mean room your now? You mean room tour? Why? I don't need to do anything. Don't tell me what to do. I'm okay. A lake? What lake? Lake of fire? I fell into the burning lake of fire. Huh. Hello, a name 5827. Yeah. You will be in the lake of fire if you don't believe in Jesus Christ. Hello, Pink Amethyst. How you doing? What is going on in here, eh? This chat is just something else. The hell? Sounds toasty. What's toasty? Oh, you know that in the lake of fire. Yeah. I'm from the UK, a name. Where are you from? Hello, Anita. How you doing? Welcome into my life. How's everybody's weekend going? You all having a good one? Nice to have you all here today. Andrea says, holy, well, it's cold out there. Yeah, I bet. I could imagine like minus 34. Hello, King William Conqueror. Run those likes up, folks. It's free. It's a great way to support the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, thank you. How you doing, Da? You still there? Didn't know you were still there. I am from Australia. Are you gonna watch Paddy Bimblet fight on the UFC tomorrow? No, I don't watch the UFC. But Manisha says your eye lens and sweater have the same color. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, kind of. It's like color coded, you know, whatever they call it. What are you saying there, Andrea? What does that mean? Is that Indian or something? Oh, and are you talking about an Australian accent or something? Hello, Adu. Oh yeah, thank you. Redback spider. Stargazer says hi again. Don't understand how lives suddenly appeared in the short stream. Yeah, they push them in. If you're using a phone on a vertical mode, then yeah, they will push them into the vertical live feed. That's how I've been getting a lot of views, a lot of random people coming in. But you do get a bunch of random weirdos coming into the lives as well. So it's just got to take the rough with the smooth, innit? They say. Yeah, I'm from the UK. Oh, he's from the UK. Okay. Or whatever. Yeah, no, to be honest, I'm not really into UFC, so yeah. Anyway, everybody doing okay? Welcome in here. Facts. Oh yeah, facts machine. Don't know if I'll be working out today, but might do something. I try and do workouts most days actually. But if I've gone too hard, then I'll just kind of skip a day. Sometimes I really go hard one day and then it's like, okay, I don't want to overdo it. There's no point in doing that, is there? You're just going to burn yourself out and just feel like shit. So, yeah. So more watch hours push your content with algorithm. I mean, I would have guessed so, but I think it's just going to be down to like, you know, just consistency and just, but actually just trying to engage with people and stuff. Why are you trying to do YouTube, Stargazer? Well, you should be able to manifest whatever it is, you know, ask the universe or something for answers. I don't know. What you had done in your studies. I mean, what you mean I did, what you mean at school or in college or whatever. Well, I went to college, but I didn't go to university. So, but yeah, I did engineering for a while, and then I did a bit of construction for a while as well, or graduation. Yeah, I've not done university, if that's what you mean. Yes, that's right. It will boost JB algorithm, and he has the watch hours he needs already. Yeah, I have the watch hours for monetization. That's why I've got super chats and stuff. But anyway, workouts are best for mental, not just physical. Yeah, that's true, Madrina. Yeah, physical health is improved as well because it helps to de-stress and all that. So yeah. So health, you've got to think of it like holistically. It's not just mental and it's physical. They both go hand in hand with each other. When your physical is improved, your mental is generally going to be improved and vice versa. So yeah. Is everybody doing okay? What's that? Bendito Gaming says, "Sup Zelensky, we need more rockets." Okay. He also has his new merch that's just come out. Give it a check. Yeah, if you want to check it out, but I don't really think it's that good. But you know, if people want to check it out, and then you know, I mean, but maybe I'll get some more out at some point as well. But we'll see. But you can check it out, yeah, and just see if there's anything that you want to, if you like the look of anything. Hi, Sunny Wheeze. How you doing? What's your name? Nice to meet you. Welcome in here. So yeah, thank you for the 56 likes, everybody. Sunny Wee says, how's the day going? Not too bad, thank you. How's your day going? Practicing conscious manifestation requires compelled, aligned, spontaneous action. So what you're saying is in you can't just manifest something without actually acting upon it. Because we wouldn't have arms and legs and all that if we could just manifest something into our reality without doing anything, then there would be no need for the physical body or something. Come on, I hope you enjoy yours. Okay, thank you. What's that? Do you play online games at all? Not very much. Kirsten Sony says, hi, sir, how's you? Not too bad, thank you. How are you? Okay, you were saying that the other day, Jaden. What do you play? What do you mean I do this thing? Okay, Jaden. Oh, Anonymous. How are you doing today? I think we're going to have to maybe time this person out. They're spamming. Okay. That's all. 18.99. Oh yeah. Hi Alfie, how you doing? Good to see you again. What do you play online? Funny one. Oh, play. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get rid of this survivor to beast person as well, so they're just sorry, it's not survivor to believer, sorry, survivor to believer, but I don't know. I didn't mean to say the first one, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, survivor to believer, which is, yeah, I don't know if they're just trying to troll, seems like it. Because why would they be saying shit like that, really? If they're really a Christian and they're not supposed to be judgmental and all that, and then, you know what I mean? Seems a bit fake to me, really. Like they're just coming to try and just cause shit. Outlast Trials. No, I don't know what that is. I don't play games, so I said that. I don't really play games online hardly. I used to play a few, like, I remember there was a game called World's Hardest Game. I used to play that on the, it was like an arcade game. Hi Daniel Phipps, I used to like the arcade games, like World's Hardest Game. I used to play the helicopter game. Maybe I can play it now actually. Let's see if I can play it on here. Helicopter game. See how many points I can get on it. Yeah, it's on Addicting Games. Yeah, I used to go on there, Addicting Games. It's like a games website. I'm from India. Can you take my name? Well, I don't know how to pronounce that. So let's try and play it then. Don't know if it'll be able to do it with this thing. I don't know. Hopefully, hang on. Why is it loading? Did you ever play Motherlode? No, I've never. So yeah, there's this game called Helicopter Game or something. I used to play it at school, and Stargazer, what's that? Hang on, what's going on here? Anyway, whatever. So I was trying to get the helicopter game on or something. The fuck is going on? I don't know. Yeah, it should be on the helicopter game. But anyway. Alright, here we go. So, anyway, do a British accent. There you go. I mean, Scouse meat. Can you please play that instrument again? Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, you're not going to send me $100, though, are you? Hang on, this game. So wait a second. Why is it not working? Why is this not working? What's going on? Helicopter game. I don't know. Probably shouldn't play it right now anyway. But yeah. Oh, here we go. What is going on? Why is it not? It just seems to be. I don't know if it's because I'm live streaming as well. It might just kind of mess it all up a bit. But yeah, helicopter game. I used to like. In school, we had a class called leisure and tourism, and when we'd like done the work that we needed to do, some of us would just kind of compete on the helicopter game, like who could get like the best scores and stuff. It was quite fun, you know, just kind of, yeah. I think there was about 3 of us who would just play on this helicopter game, and yeah. So that was probably one of the only times that I would really kind of interact with people at school, really. I had a few times where I'd interact with people, but yeah. I was largely kind of like a loner at my school, to be honest. Hello, Grove Street. What are you saying, Kiss and Sony? I thought you was okay or something, but you're just kind of saying shit now. What's going on? You're just switching up or something. I don't know. What are you saying? Greek language. Sorry if I'm, you know, skipping people. It's just that hard to, you know, because I don't like having to keep going back up the comments, really. It's like, I don't know. Greek language. No, I don't know the Greek language, no. There's no need to call someone a moron because I missed someone's comment, is there really? Like, maybe you should just, like, get a timeout for that. You know? Like, there's just no need to disrespect the host. I'm older than you and I game sometimes. Oh, yeah. I used to like playing a few games like that. I remember there was a game that I actually completed. Well, it was like a Blockbuster game. I think it was similar to Blockbusters, but it was. I can't remember what it was called, but I don't know if I could still find it. But I kept going on and on all night trying to complete it. I remember one time, and eventually it was like probably 3 o'clock in the morning nearly when I completed it. Because I was that determined that I would complete the game to get through all the levels. So yeah, I've had games where I've like completed them where I'd just be like really determined to, and I would get through it. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well, but yeah, there's no need for disrespect. So, hey, bruv, I just joined your stream. The algorithm led me to you. Well, may I get a small introduction about you and your channel's niche/genre? Yeah, hello, Sushma. How you doing? So, yeah, so basically, we talk a lot of different things. It's about open discussions. It's about, you know, just sometimes things might be a bit considered as taboo, but I feel like in some cases, you know, it's important to talk about certain issues, right? So I think we should be trying to, yeah, hey Grove, yeah, how are we doing? So basically we should be able to, you know, be open to talking about these things, you know. Sometimes I talk about things that are a bit controversial, like the other day I was talking about the whole trans stuff, and you know, people were kind of arguing about it and all that kind of stuff, and talking about some of the nuances of things, talking about how, you know, things are not always black and white, and you know, so this is why we need to have debate, because that way we can kind of understand where each other's coming from and try to find a middle ground.
So yeah, that's what we do, is we talk about all kinds of things to do with, even, we talk religion, we talk politics, but yeah. But I talk about also the things with religion in terms of how do we interpret religion, how do we interpret these messages and stuff, like in the Bible and different books like that, where there might be certain messages that, about how to live life in like an allegorical message, maybe, some things like that. So it's just interesting to hear different people's perspectives, but we need to be able to respect each other, that not everyone's going to agree, but we have to be able to agree to disagree. Like, if we can't agree to disagree, maybe this chat is not for you. It's just, we have to be grown up, right? I feel like it's a bit immature if people start getting defensive over their beliefs and stuff. It's like people act as though if somebody disagrees with them on something, it's like it's the end of the world. I mean, come on. Like, are you that insecure about your belief that people literally start throwing tantrums because somebody doesn't agree with them? So still doing the 67 thing. I do hang on what we're saying. So, but yeah, nice to meet you anyway. What's your name? Where are you from? So yeah, so my name's Jamie. I'm 30 years old. I'm from the UK, and yeah. But here we just kind of, I don't really have a script. Sometimes I like to just have a laugh. Sometimes I like to be serious. But okay, stop the spam. That's what makes it more interesting, I guess, is it not having a very strict way of doing things. Sometimes having it free-flowing makes it more fun and interesting. What's a random question? What is your opinion on the shifting global trends? Are we in a grim/great geopolitical era? Good question. I mean, I wouldn't really say it's great with all the stuff going on, but what was interesting with the year 2020, and I was talking about earlier, the year 2020 seems significant. Well, 2020 is 2020 vision. So, is there a link there? Something big happened that year. People's lives come to a standstill. People start to question things. People start to question the government. So, it makes you think, doesn't it? Was that like an awakening or something in that year? Was that meant to happen? I mean, I'm not saying it was, but just interesting that year, 2020, is, yeah. So what's that? Can you shout out to your sister, Reshma. So, yeah, all these spammers, Anyway, I throw tantrums when I don't get my sauce in a drive-through. Oh goodness, the whole 67 or 67 thing, whatever. But yeah, it's just, yeah, the whole 2020 thing is I think you could say it was like a catalyst for people's awakening. That people are no longer trusting in things that, yeah, we're saying being mentioned as an internet cultural phenomenon. What you're saying, yeah, it's a 2020 effect. People are talking about how people have changed now, but the thing is, people have also changed for the worse in some ways. You might say in some ways, people are being less trusted in the establishment, but in some ways, people are starting to act weird ever since then. They've started to become weird and isolated and kind of just not very social now because of all that. But maybe there'll be something good to come of it all, because maybe people will become so desperate for like a return to a real life socializing, because of we've got all this AI slop, we've got all this kind of, people are getting sick of it all. There are people that are getting offline more now, I believe, and they are. I've heard of people, started to buy like flip phones, like more old school type of phones, not smartphones, as a way to kind of unplug themselves from being online whilst they're out and about, because because it can be quite distracting. When you're out and about, you probably shouldn't really be on your phone all the time. You should just be, using it for, downtime and whatever. But if you're constantly on the phone, then, it's hard to be productive, really, isn't it? It's hard to really observe what's around you. You see all these people walking around, heads glued to their phones, like, it's just really, like they're in their own bubble. And yeah, hello Carol, how you doing? I hope you're well. And it's just not normal behavior. And maybe you could say that the pendulum will eventually swing the other way. People will get so sick of this that they will eventually want to return to more reality. I don't know. It's even if you don't subscribe to any content that distributes AI, you'll encounter it regardless due to algorithms. Yeah, that is true. It's hard not to get sort of exposed to it, really, with the algorithms and stuff. It's yeah, but I want to try and kind of see a more positive future, and maybe all of what we're seeing right now is something that has to happen in order to break people out of a spell. But this is more kind of esoteric kind of stuff. You could say it's more, I can't prove any of it, being off the grid is better. I use one social media, that's X. Oh yeah, X. I know you don't call it Twitter. I mean, a lot of people would say it's still Twitter, like they'll insist that it's Twitter. Have you heard of that Blue Sky? Because that's the like the woke Twitter thing. Because it's got all those woke people woke type of people from Twitter that have left. They've migrated over there, where they have their own echo chamber over there of on Blue Sky, because that's the Jack Dorsey, the original, or the one that used to own it before Elon Musk. Anyway, that was Zane. Okay, there's been an issue with MAPs being allowed on Blue Sky. Really? Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That because of how tolerant these people are, but the thing is, it's like, how is it that these people are allowed, but yet they're intolerant to people with different opinions? Hello, Espresso Malfoy. Reminds me of Draco Malfoy. Yeah, it was Draco Malfoy, but you know what I mean, Harry Potter. But that's the thing, it's like, where do you draw the line? It's like, but this whole thing about being so tolerant, but yet they will not be tolerant to people with, who don't agree with certain ideologies, for example. That becomes quite a, quite a dangerous sort of, I don't know, it's a confusing one. How can you be for something so bad, but yet there was this new propaganda game that came out using an e-girl character that has accidentally become a symbol of the right. Oh, really? I didn't know about that. Just created a short. It's downloading about my trip through Colonia. Oh, really? I might have to check that out. Are you moving to Japan? How come? I wouldn't want to live in Japan, especially in the cities. I couldn't be doing that. Couldn't be doing with that. Yeah, it would be an absolute awful, I think, in the city. I don't know, but yeah. Sorry to repeat spam. It's okay. It's quote astonishing how the common populace mostly has a negative opinion, neutral at best. But that's what the businesses are trying to invest in counterintuitive. What's your opinion? What are you saying? Are you talking about like the media and how they shape people's perceptions of reality? Like they'll think that you think that everyone's out to get you and all that kind of thing. Or are you talking about AI? I don't know. I mean, I think there's some good things about it. It's like everything. Technology in general, I believe, it's a double-edged sword. It can be used for good and it can be used for bad. Like AI can be good in the sense of like someone was saying how it built them a website in 30 minutes. Like what they would do, they would put in some commands and whatever and tell it to do certain things, and then in 30 minutes it brings you a brand new website from scratch. So whereas if you had to go through all the programming, and it would be very difficult to do, but with AI it helps to kind of shortcut the process. So but then it's the problem with AI is when people stop being creative and they over rely on it for making music and things like that, then it becomes, you know what I mean? Look at Adolescence 20, how it was released 3 months prior to the Online Safety Act. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? But wasn't the Online Safety Bill already, like 2023, it was already, kind of passed or something? Like with Rishi Sunak going on about the Online Safety Bill, I think it was back in the Rishi Sunak era. So that was actually during the Tory era. So it's not all to do with Labour's Keir Starmer. People think that, it's all because Labour. It's because, Labour, it's like, but it's like, to me, they're both just as bad as each other, But a lot of people just don't see that. They just think that, it's all because Labour, and they don't think that the Tories had anything to do with it. But it's like, well, yeah, look, I think people have short memories, it seems, I hate to see teachers use AI for learning materials, but obviously it's quicker. Yeah, I get that, but it's like, what's the point in being a teacher if you have to, if you're using AI then, isn't it, Like you could have anybody. It's like when doctors using, Google or whatever for answers. It's like, well, anybody could do that pretty much if they could just go on the Google search and then just fucking prescribe somebody. I don't know. It's because we don't know if the person is even competent at what they're doing. If they're having to use Google, then it's like, I thought they were supposed to be, that they've learned all this stuff in their, time in doing their course. You know what I mean? Maybe the government were waiting for some type of paranoia to get into law. So what was the paranoia? Is it about with the whole, maybe you're saying that the whole adolescence thing was the thing to get everybody, because the thing is the whole adolescence, was that actually based on a true story, did someone say, or, but it seemed like they used that as some kind of, so maybe that was actually you could say like a sort of way to, it's what they call problem, reaction, solution, Hegelian dialectic sort of thing, where it's, they create the problem, and then then people get hysterical, and then they create the solution to that problem. But sometimes the problem didn't even really exist to begin with. They just give you the illusion of the problem. So that's the thing, is it's like you could say it's like the mind virus, in a sense of think of our brains like a computer, and they've infected that like a virus. I think we can somewhat tolerate the tricky, technical, nuanced stuff that AI does, like subtly improving the HDR in our phone's camera, but generative AI is where all the trouble begins. Yeah, exactly. That's when, because people can come up with completely fabricated stuff that is just, it's starting to get to the point where people are really believing it's true. Like, there was a comment section there was this channel called Before It's Too Late, and somebody covered it, and how they were saying that, so many people in the comment section of that video were just taking those like it was actually seniors, older age seniors that were like giving their life stories, but they were claiming that but in the disclaimer saying that they were generated by AI, but they were based on true stories, right? But they made a good point saying that like, well, like if that's, what it's like with the films, right? When they say, when they say stuff like based on a true story, well, where's the citation of that? If something's based on a true story, you should be able to back that up. Otherwise, it's just a way of trying to seem like a kind of, like they're basing it off a true story when it's really just fiction. The whole online content affect young people excuse like they were using Andrew Tate as an example of young men being brainwashed. Yeah, I know it all seems to be. Some people even reckon that Andrew Tate might be part of the, part of the elite. It's just, I don't know. Is he put out there to? Who knows? But again, this has all been since this whole 2020 stuff. You have all these content creators and whatever, and I suppose you could say some just took advantage of it, but maybe there's some good to come of all this, because there is seemingly less people buying into some of these, like what in my opinion a lot of these things are grifts and stuff. A lot of things seem to be getting exposed more now, because once you get some big names getting exposed, then other people start getting exposed as well. Like it opens up a can of worms. Kind of like when, Bottom G, because he lost some fight, didn't he? And like, I mean, how can anybody take him seriously? He claims to be somebody that will refuse to lose, and he'll just kind of, but then he would come up with excuses as to why he lost, and he wouldn't accept it. Being a real man is about, accepting defeat when you have been defeated, and being like, okay, I got defeated. I guess I just got to work harder so I can win next time or something, and try to kind of figure out where you went wrong and not make excuses, because that's lame, Content creators like Belle Delphine and Andrew Tate really changed the internet landscape. What do you mean? I think that's just, I don't know. I think people are finally starting to kind of go the other way in terms of, like I said, people are becoming more skeptical of these influencers, and I don't know, I'm not 100% kind of on it, but yeah. Anyway, is everybody okay? Hello, Mr. Dexstar. Not too bad, thank you. How you doing? Oh yeah, a lot of those people just kind of, I don't know. Didn't Leafy was a bit of a bully, apparently, wasn't he, or something? No, I'm not. I'm not at the gym right now. I do go to the gym sometimes, though. I might restart the live soon, actually. But yeah. Is everybody okay today? But yeah, the AI is just, it's crazy, that stuff, and it's yeah. Anyway, Andre Turby does make great content. Who's that? The animation guy? No, I've never heard of him. Never heard of him. No. Never heard the guy. Good, bro. Hope you are well. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm gonna start a new live, guys. I'll see you all in a minute. Bye bye.